Welcome to the Enterprise Thought Leadership Podcast, where we explore the latest in enterprise trends, tech, and strategy with the top leaders and influencers shaping the future.
Hi, and welcome to Onstage with Enterprise Thought Leaders. I'm Apurva Kasam, Associate Editor at B2B Marketing Technology Publications, Talk CMO and TalkMartech. We have engaging conversations with global thought leaders and industry experts, reaching over 1.3 million business leaders worldwide. Today, we speak with Madlen Nicolaus, CMO at Hexagon, to get a practical perspective on AI and a sense of using it as a business critical tool. In her role at CMO, at Hexagon, Madlen Nicolaus brings a proven track record in building high quality, well defined marketing programs with the focus on demand generation, pipeline building, product evangelism, and driving innovative digital marketing strategies. She has led enterprise and consumer marketing teams at high profile technology companies, including Salesforce, SAP, and Kodak. Thank you for coming, Madlen.
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
So let's begin. I would like to highlight a Gartner survey that found that over a quarter of CMOs and their teams have limited or no GenAI adoption within their marketing campaigns. What do you think should be the primary focus when using AI for marketing purposes? Are we simply checking a box or should there be a deeper objective in mind, Madlen?
So I think the way how we've been looking at it is really, what are pain points when I look across my team, right? How we work and how our processes work and everything. The way how we've been approaching is really looking at the pain points and the things where you could argue, is that really the job of a marketer even? Does that really require marketing expertise? And could that be automated? Could we generate some efficiencies? And really from that sense, we have been applying it. We've been very lucky to be part of early pilot since late 2023 as part of our AI-enabled company initiative at Hexagon. So all of our 500 marketers at Hexagon had early access to try and work with ChatGPT and see, the efficiency gains when it comes to also copywriting or even coding. And most recently, we're working on a huge project of rebuilding the entire hexagon.com website. We've just launched the first phase of it, and it's going to take us at least another year to rewrite all of the content, and that's as well where we're now leveraging AI and where it gives us huge benefits because it can help us analyze all of the pages that are there, categorize them, and then help us build a strategy of what do we need to rewrite, what can we kill, and what new content would we need.
Right. So there's another question that many marketers who have adopted AI are still struggling with poor data inputs. So now for brands looking to maximize the capabilities of AI, what do you believe should be the key components of a data strategy?
Well, I'm not in IT, but in terms of a data strategy when it comes to AI, you obviously the output is only as good as the data that you put in. And so AI can be leveraged to help with data cleansing as well. We are doing that because we are a very decentralized organization. We have multiple CRM systems, and so it can help us essentially, make sure that we sync on account names, that we don't double count pipeline data or revenue data. So it allows helping with cleaning of data as well. But it's always with everything. It's only as good as the data that you put in.
Right. So given that, help us understand the importance of human centricity, Madeline. Do you think enough attention is being paid to ensure the AI tools remain human centric? What do you think?
At the end of the day, with all of these new technologies, firstly, we are the humans using it, right? And so it's always it needs to go hand in hand. And what I keep telling my teams is, yes, this can help you speed up things. It might give you spark some ideas, but at the end of the day, you're the expert. You need to double check. You need to double check the output, and you also need to always critical look at how we're using these tools. Is it adding value, or is it just actually wasting our time? And it can sometimes, I've had that when we're using it a lot for meeting summaries, but then what has happened sometimes is that the teams send the summary, the AI summary of the meeting with the email, which made the email into I don't know how many pages, and where when you read through that, firstly, it's doubling up things that were said. I would argue that someone who would have just summarized themselves the 5 takeaways from the meeting, that would have been 5 bullet points. And where I then also said, please don't send that around. You can send a transcript, and everyone can use AI themselves to say, please summarize this for me if they want to, but don't fill people's inbox with these lengthy emails that are AI generated, because it might, someone might literally take 20 minutes to read it, to point out that the AI has been doubling up everything, and where you then, okay, this is 20 minutes lost out of your day. And so with all of that, it's important that, the people using it still staying critical, that the critical decisions stay with people, and that we also, question sometimes, right? And we're not just because everyone is jumping on the bandwagon blindly trying to use it, because that's what you now do. Yeah.
You said that AI tools need to remain human-centric, but do you think innovation would be compromised in that way? Will brands be able to balance innovation and changing customer needs?
I think essentially when you think of innovation, again, it's a balance of both. Why do we innovate? Why do we create new products? Because we're trying to solve some problems. And of course, you could argue that not always the end user might not know actually what they need, but with everything, you need to listen to their feedback and how they use it. And so the way how I see a really critical collaboration opportunity between marketing and also then the innovation, the R&D teams, the product development teams, is that because we often kind of the interface and we communicate with our customers, we can also gather that feedback, we can collect the feedback, and then can pass that again on. And that way you can, the innovative products and the new products can be further improved. And I've seen this throughout my career. Even in early days at Kodak, we would, give the products to, for instance, to bloggers, get their feedback on how they liked it, and give that back to the product development teams and improve it. At SAP or Salesforce, we would do a lot of customer advisory boards, and similarly now at Hexagon, right, we do a lot of customer studies, a lot of customer feedback that we collect. We just had our Hexagon Live event in Vegas, where we had 3,000 customers coming together, and again, we let them interact with the products, give their feedback, and then that gets fed back to the product development teams. So it's always that balance.
Right. So, another survey by Gartner found that high-performing marketing organizations are integrating Gen AI at a faster pace than their peers. While this is a good news, some companies are building a perception of innovation and efficiency that isn't backed by results. Do you think AI washing is being practiced just like greenwashing by the brands still?
I think it's a big hype topic, and it's wherever you look, it's everywhere. And companies trying to jump on the bandwagon. Since 2023, we have an AI-enabled company program at Hexagon. We encourage our teams to use AI and to leverage it. But again, as I said, you want to be critical about it, how it's being used, and that it's really adding value, that it's speeding up processes. We as a company since 2012 have been using AI models as part of our products, and when we talk about it, also from a marketing perspective, how we talk about it on our website or on our product brochures, we try to focus on really the outcome and what's the benefit of it. And in the same way, I would say for marketing teams, I think it's absolutely critical that we need to learn how to use these tools, but it's all about how you use them and that you use them effectively. So it's also, teaching the teams how to do prompts properly, and again how to use agents. We just launched a new refresh brand and a new narrative, so we're building an agent that will be trained on our new narrative and will be helping us to ensure consistency of messaging. But all of that is about how do you apply it, then to test how it's working and seeing kind of, what are the results, what is beneficial, what is maybe not so beneficial, and then pivoting accordingly. Similarly, as I mentioned at the beginning, for this website project that we're working with Deloitte Digital on the content migration, but it's early days, and we will analyze in a lot of detail when we're using the AI models to rewrite content. And then we have additional AI models that will check it on compliance and some that will check it on the new narrative. But we will very critically look at the output and see, is this now 70% correct? Is it 90% correct? How much additional reviews does it require at the end? And then based on that, we will be able to see, how can we most effectively use this and scale it. And so I guess it's important to use and to try it and to offer the teams the ability to use it. But yeah, always still understanding that it's just a machine and it's only as good as the person using it and using it well.
Yeah, so just a small question out of the topic, Madlen. If I were a customer, would I be able to detect if a brand is practicing AI washing? Do you think?
Well, I think you can basically notice it if the AI is just randomly kind of mentioned throughout. And I think as a customer, I would critically question, okay, but what's the benefit for me? What's the purpose here? And look at it a little bit more from that critical angle, so that to also challenge companies a little bit more to be a bit more specific of what's the AI actually doing? What's the benefit to me?
Yeah. So thank you, Madlen. This brings us to the end of our podcast. Thank you for joining us today. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure for me too. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being with us. Please do follow us on social media for regular updates and new content.